Hi YouTube fans, this is Chris with the 1990 Pontiac Firebird. I'm doing my next project right now, and that is upgrading the steering wheel cover. Didn't have one, didn't come with it, so I thought I'd go ahead and make it a little bit more presentable. Even though it was fine the way it was, I thought I'd just add it up, do an upgrade on it. As you can see, I've already done the upgrades on the handles for both the emergency brake and the shifting cable. But with this here, I just wanted to show you, I ordered this from online. I wanted to go with the black as I'm going with all the rest of the coloring. This is the brand. It was an expensive one, but it's a brand that was real leather, and you have to measure the circumference of the wheel all the way around, and then you need to measure the perimeter of the actual width. This was an inch and a half, I think inch and a quarter, inch and a half width, and across it was 14 to 14 and a half, 14 and a half to 15 inches long. So that's what you have to do. They are specific for that sizes. Now, as far as doing the actual wrap itself, this is not an easy job, and it's going to take some time. I've been working on it already, just this little bit, and it's taken me a good hour to get this far. So don't be surprised if it doesn't take you just as long, if not longer. But do yourself a favor, make sure you order one, and I'm glad I did, that comes with the thread like it is. It comes with the needles and also the preset holes. As you see in here, those are all preset. Now, even with that, they're still a little difficult to get through. Do not use your fingers. They will punch a hole through them no matter what you do. In hospitals and when you're doing surgery, they use a needle driver, which is a pair of pliers, or needle nose pliers as such. So in doing that, I just wanted to show you the basic steps. I started at the base over there where the seam comes together to make the bulkiness of it when it does come together tied together in that area. Wrapping this area here in the insides this is very time consuming because you have to think about the whole situation. And when I say time consuming, you can see here as I'm going through, let me get this out of the way, as I'm going through the preset hole that's there, I'm going to come all the way through here just to make it easier to see. Now, the key to this is taking it and now getting it lined up with the next hole. Okay, there, and as you see, it's going to come through. Now, this is where you can actually mess it all up and really lose a lot more time. When doing this, there's a couple of things you have to kind of remember. Okay, I'm already going around the shaft and around the edges of the wheel, but when you're doing the insides as such, remember you're only going to do the front part here. You're not going to actually wrap the back part here. This is more decorative than it is anything else. But once you get here, now the key is that you're going to need to, this is just a little bit bigger than what it looks like it needs to have. But now what you need to do is secure the lines together, and when you do, snug them tight, and then make sure you take the back side of it and wrap it under when you're doing it, so you get this kind of look. So it actually comes out and overlaps and gives it a nice tight grip. Don't just leave it like that. It will sit on top of one another. The other thing, when you're going around the columns and the actual branches, wrap it like that, then go to the back of it and then come back through. So remember, the key with this is taking your needle, coming through first, and not getting confused to go around like this. You have to come through every time in order to keep it right. and that's where it can get very confusing. It can also get mess it all up. So I'm gonna keep going here. You're also, the easier way to do this as well, what I did was I put the leather wrap on and I've left it on there for a good day so it naturally kind of stretched and gives it the ability to kind of preset itself. And that was a good idea. It worked really well. It's more pliable with the heat and so forth. So now I've got a little bit more time to play with it. In this case here, as you see, I have to find a hole in the back of it, push it through. So, find it in the back, hold it, and take your needle driver and kind of work it from that angle, because again, without doing it this way, you're going to cut yourself and possibly break the line just like that. Okay? All right, I'm going to tie this off and restart over again. So good luck, and next video hopefully will be something with this thing completed. Take care. Bye.